We're back again to the rent-to-own most commonly asked questions. And Joe here has got two more questions. So Joe, what was that other question you had now?
Okay, what happens if I don't buy the house in 5 years? I just
Wow.
don't want it. Not happy. I had bad neighbors. The neighborhood went downhill, and I just don't want to buy the house.
There you go. I mean, look at that happens, you know, buyer's remorse, right? And that's the beauty of rent-to-own, because rent-to-own, you didn't buy the house, you're actually renting the house, and you have the option to buy. You have an option to buy. You don't have to buy. So the rent-to-own is an option to purchase without the obligation. Okay, so you have the right to buy, but you don't have to buy. So that's a good thing about rental, because a lot of people who buy a house and they find out there's something wrong with the house. Look at that, like there's neighbors that are bad neighbors, or you know, maybe they found out that there's a better location, you know, so or maybe they just, you know, life got in the way and they decided to, you know, they had 3 kids in the next 2 years, and she had twins, you know, and they need a bigger house, right? So a lot of people, their needs change, right? So what we do is we do an exchange. So if you had, you don't like the neighborhood, you like the house, but it was a good start, we can tell you what we have now, and you can move out of this place and go into a different place. And we can transfer some of the equity, and when I say some, out of this place into this place, because there's a cost of us remarketing this house again, and it costs about $10,000. Because if we have to resell this place again, we have to sit here for about 6 weeks, like between 3 to 6 weeks to do 3 open houses to 6 open houses to test the market to see if somebody else will rent own. If we cannot rent own it, we will just put it on the market and sell it. You'll get your money back that way. Now, if again it doesn't appraise out, you know, there's a cost of doing that marketing. The real estate commissions are fees for marketing, so we have to cross that bridge when we get to it. It is a concern. It isn't a reality. We've had, out of 20 that I've done, 2 go bad, and one of them actually gave him back half his money. But you know what? We shouldn't have even given him half his money, because he didn't pay his rent for 4 months. So, you know, it's like, it's tough, because if you change your mind, or life happened and you couldn't buy, or you just change your mind, you don't want to buy, then there's an exit strategy. You don't lose the house. You don't lose, like, you don't go through foreclosure and bankruptcy and all that stuff like a lot of people would do when they bought a house, because the bank wants that mortgage payment no matter what. You can't run away from that mortgage. But with rent-own, you're free. You can go. You walk away with a little bit. If you walked away with a little bit, if you lost a little bit of money, you're only walking away with a little loss, not a big $100,000 loss. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So does that answer that question?
Yeah.
Okay.